Now keep in mind that I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. So y'all get nice about it. All right. Sisters, how y'all feel? Brothers, y'all all right?
I was just operating from my wounded self. I was operating from my childhood trauma. I was operating from my childhood disappointments, my childhood triggers, and I was allowing that to be my narrative. I was allowing that to be my story. The reason why I have my guard up, the reason why I don't trust people, the reason why I'm not letting anyone in, because of these people that have hurt me during this season. And I had to realize a lot of things, which I will be sharing through this series of Journey of Bajaa But in this episode, we're going to talk about how I stopped half-assing myself and how I decided to make the commitment to myself and through this. And I'm going to share with you guys the tips that helped me get through this time and for me to stop half-assing myself. So, 1, commit to yourself. Yes. And I don't know why I'm trying to front like I don't got my Journey journal on deck. You already know it is a new one because I have so many journals. But I'm just going to go ahead and, use my Journey journal as a reference point because this baby got me through this time. So I have choose you and commit to yourself. Now, I got to a point where I said, you know what? I'm going to stop half-assing myself. I'm going to stop not giving myself the same nourishment and nurturing, that I give other people. I'm going to stop giving other people more grace than I give myself. And so I decided to make a commitment to myself. And this was like one of the hardest things that I had to do, but I had to do it. And I had to get to the point where I had to say like, hey, if I had to create parameters for myself. I had to make sure I'm loving on me. When I get off of work, after I'm depleted and I just poured all my energy out, or it was sucked out from them energy vampires. You know, when you work in a public place, you're going to run into them. Maybe it's your coworkers. Maybe it's your supervisor. Whoever it may be. You have to be able to charge yourself back up. And so I had to get to the point where when I was getting home, I was making sure that that's the commitment that I made to myself. As soon as I get in the door, I take a shower, I light my candles, I have my incense, I got my sage, and I just allow that moment of the shower to rejuvenate me. And back before I locked my hair, I made sure that I twisted my hair up before I went to bed. I made sure that I lotioned my body. And just a little fun fact about your girl, back in the day, I had a thing about like not putting lotion on my feet. I know how trifling. Don't get me wrong. I just didn't really like touching my feet. Like I didn't find it was a priority, and I don't know why. I just half-assing myself. So I was not putting lotion on my feet would be so dry. And so I just made it my mission to make sure I lotion my full body anytime I get out the shower, whether I'm just going to bed or if I'm getting ready for the day, whatever the case may be. Lotion my full body, twist my hair up, brush my teeth, like develop these routines where you're tending to yourself, where you're pouring back into yourself after you poured yourself out, right? My cup runneth over, as Ayanla said in the videos that I've been sharing. So you want to make sure that you're tending to yourself, commit to yourself, make that promise to always be there not always be there for yourself. That's another point, but make that commitment that you're going to cherish yourself and you're going to nurture yourself. The same love that you want to give your boo, okay? Same love you want to give to that dude that ain't hitting your line back. The same love you want to give to your friend that always running her mouth about you. The same love you want to give to your siblings that don't show gratitude towards you and take you for granted. Give that love back to yourself. Times 10. You feel me? We have to do that. Otherwise, you're just operating from a deficit, as my honey dip likes to say, which just means that you're operating from lack. And when you operate from lack, you're on edge. You're on edge. At any given moment, you're going to pop because you're on E. You're going to give up yourself. Don't expect anyone to appreciate you more than you appreciate yourself. Don't expect anyone to value you more than you value yourself. And don't expect anyone to believe in you more than you believe in yourself, and etc., etc., etc. We have to be our own number one fans. You have to believe in yourself. I made a video about this before. You have to be your number one fan. People treat you how you treat yourself. Okay? So if you're running to these situations, I had to do a reality check. Like, when you're on your journey, you have to be willing to take a moment to self-reflect. You have to be able to be honest with yourself and transparent with yourself and hold yourself accountable about the things that's going on in your life, because as so within as without, you know, or as above so below. That's the same thing. It's like how you are on the inside, how you treat yourself internally, how you feel about yourself internally is how people are going to treat you externally. What you believe in your mind is how people are going to treat you. If you're not grounded in your truth, if you're not convicted in yourself, people will shake your table. They will try to pull your coattail just to get a rise out of you, because they know that you're not convicted in yourself, because they know that you're not grounded, because they know that you don't believe in yourself. And so they will challenge that. And that is why you have to do you better than anyone else can do you. And that goes for your mama, your daddy, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your sister, whoever it may be. You have to do you better than anyone can do you. Raise your standards. Raise your standards. Forget what you used to accept. Forget what you used to allow. Forget what they used to call you. Forget how you used to play. Forget what you used to say. Forget what you used to do. All of that's in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, every day we need to be evolving. Every day we need to be growing. We don't have time to be continuing the same patterns that's getting us nowhere. We're running around with your pants on the ground, looking like a fool with your pants on the ground, because you don't want to make the necessary steps that you need to do to change. And that's the hardest thing. That's the hardest thing, because you literally have to say, hey, you can't call me a bitch no more. I'm not a bitch. I don't refer to myself as a bitch. It doesn't matter if my Instagram used to be, it does not matter if my Instagram username used to be the baddest bitch on Instagram. I said I don't want to be called a bitch no more. So you're not going to call me a bitch no more. Excuse me. I don't like to go out anymore. That's not really my thing. That doesn't really align with my chakras. Okay? So I don't want to do that anymore. Raise your standards. Excuse me. I don't drink anymore. Yeah, no disrespect. No love lost. That's just not how I get down. Raise your standards. Raise your standards. Okay? If you're not satisfied, if you're not content with what life has been giving you, raise your standards, raise the bar. What do you want out of life? And then go get it. Stop that limiting belief system. It doesn't get you anywhere. You already know what it's like to be poor. You already know what it's like to be insecure. You already know what it's like to not have. So how about you redirect that life and try to see what it's like to be all the things that you're already not, or that you were not. That you were not. How about you take that leap of faith and believe in yourself, and just ask yourself, what is it that you want? How are you going to get it then? By raising your standards. Okay? And then 4, take it easy. You have to have that balance. You have to know when to go hard, but at the same time, take it easy. Okay? You have to be easy on yourself. Be compassionate on yourself. Be merciful for yourself. And when you're able to exhibit these qualities for yourself, it's a walk in the park to be merciful to someone else, because you have mercy on you. You don't beat yourself up when you don't make the best decision. You don't beat yourself up when you didn't trust your intuition. You don't beat yourself up when you failed that test. You don't beat yourself up when you cussed your boyfriend out and you had no business cussing your boyfriend out. You don't beat yourself up. You just get to the root of it. You just say, hey, well, the reason why I failed that test is because I allowed my anxiety to get the best of me and I didn't study, or I waited to the last minute. That's my procrastination. I waited to the last minute. Whatever the case may be, get to the root of it so you could just understand it and nip it in the bud. But in order for you to be successful in life, not only do you have to believe in yourself, but you have to nourish yourself. You have to treat yourself as if you were your parent. Regardless if you have the best mom in the world or the best dad in the world, they only could do so much for you because they don't live within you. Okay, you live within you, so it's your responsibilities to cater to you and tend to you is the best way that you need. And if you don't know, learn. If you don't know, ask yourself. If you don't know, trust yourself. If you don't know, develop yourself. Okay, like this is fuck everything else. Fuck everything else. I realized on my journey that in my heyday, back when I was Mario Badass, the reason why I was at my lowest vibration is because I was giving myself to everyone outside of me. I was so consumed in my friends. I was so consumed in boys. I was so consumed in love and hip hop. I was so consumed in the matrix that I didn't even know the world that existed inside of me. I did not know that I was gifted. I did not know that I was chosen. I did not know that I was creative. I did not know that I was a writer. I did not know that I'm a whole ass poetress. But it's because my energy, my time, my mind was all given to outside sources. And so when you're able to say, hey, I forgive you for neglecting me, but channel back, okay, hit double back and try to change the game and do better this time, wonders. Okay, it all starts with you. So just a little recap. We have 1, choose yourself and commit to yourself. We have 2, don't expect anyone to treat you better than you treat yourself. We have 3, raise your standards. We have 4, take it easy. And then last but not least, invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Get you a pedicure. I use not leave. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Get you a pedicure. I used to feel so guilty about spending money on myself because that's that lack. Remember I was telling you my boyfriend says you're operating from a deficit? That's that lack. Okay, I felt uncomfortable with spending money on myself because I felt like I had to hold on to the money that I had, or how can I treat myself when my mom was in the situation that she's in, or what about my sister, or what about my boyfriend, or what about this person? Like, there's other things that I can be spending this money on. How I'm gonna give me a whole ass pedicure? But I had to get to the point where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna give me a whole ass pedicure because all that stuff needs to be done, okay? And because in order for me to be able to contribute in the way that I need to contribute, I need to be able to take care of me and tend to myself. And getting a pedicure is an investment. Believing in your dreams is an investment. Getting your passport is an investment. Getting your business license is an investment. Going back to school is an investment. Getting a new wardrobe is an investment. Changing your hair is an investment. All these things are investments because it's going to bring forth the best version of you. So anything that you could do that will bring forth the best version of you, you better make that shit happen. You better make that shit happen, okay? That's all I have for you guys in this video. Stay tuned for the Date Yourself blog post, which will be dropping either before or after you have seen this video. As well as continue to stay tuned to Journeeeofbajaalytetv. I have so much more that I want to share with you guys, and I hope that you guys are finding this as informative as possible. I love you guys. Peace and light. It's been your girl Bajaa Lyte, and holla.